great Christmas, a Merry Christmas. I didn't. Okay, so I hope nobody else had food poisoning, because I guess in the spirit of giving, I gave away everything that was inside of me as well. For those of you who don't get that joke, you've never had food. True.
All right.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. We have an exec student council meeting today. My announcement, not as fun. But yeah.
Okay.
So just a quick update today. There is a live site for signing up for spring sports. We don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but I need numbers for interested parties that want to play the variety of sports in the spring, because if we don't have enough numbers for teams, for example, then I have to inform the league whether we're going to go forward with some of our teams. So it's very important that sometime today, take the time to go to the school website and sign up. If you're planning on playing a spring sport, all the offerings are listed. All you have to do is click, click, click. It doesn't take but a couple of seconds, but please do so. Because otherwise, if I don't have that, if I have incomplete information when I go to the AD and the Board of Managers meetings in the next couple of weeks, I have to inform them either we're going to have teams or we're not. So it's very important. So if you're interested in playing one of those spring sports, please sign up. Thank you.
Question: what do these people have in common? Uwe Je, Sasha Bella Koshapko, Michelle Vu, Isabel Sanford, Daniel Auerbach, Audrey Musto, Emma Finch, Chris Lee, and Dinah Lawrence Ganon. You guessed it. They are all performing tonight at the Solo Ensemble concert at 7:30 in the theater. It's going to be a great show, and this year there's going to be refreshments.
Kalimera, guten Morgen, Salve. 62 days until we lift off from San Francisco and land in Rome. The 38 of you should have received an electronic piece of papyrus, that's email, from Mrs. Sanford and from me about a meeting next Thursday night at 7 o'clock here in the chapel. We'll talk about packing, we'll talk about roommates, we'll talk about flight numbers and airlines and all kinds of stuff. So next Thursday night, 7 o'clock here.
Happy New Year. Hard to follow, Umar, but let me build on that and hope that whatever holidays you celebrated over the break, even if it was just the break itself, that it was a good time for you. When you come back from a holiday, it's easy to have forgotten a few things. So I just want to make a reminder announcement about something very, very exciting that's going on for York School, and that Ms. Sanford announced before we went on vacation, and that are these CIEE study abroad opportunities. It's wonderful when you get a chance to go on one of these trips that we do during a break, like the one Mr. Hunt was just talking about. Those are fabulous experiences, and you learn something, obviously. The kinds of things we're talking about with the CIEE program are longer trips in the summer where you get a chance to really immerse yourself in a culture, less like being a tourist and more like being a learner of language, working on a project, all kinds of exciting opportunities, and all over the world. I don't think you need for me to make the case about how valuable it is to travel abroad, to study abroad, to have experiences with other cultures. I think that's almost a given in the world in which we live. But I want to emphasize to you how great an opportunity this is. And just a little bit of background. We have an old friend of the school who has been very generous to the school in trying to promote multicultural and global understanding. And she helped us find this CIEE organization and these programs and arrange for these scholarships that are there. Now, some of your families are going to be able to afford to pay for these programs. Some of your families are going to need some assistance. Regardless, I hope that many, many of you will apply. It would be a shame if the scholarship money that's been made available doesn't get claimed. because we're one of just a small group of pilot schools that have been offered this opportunity, and we certainly don't want that opportunity to go to waste. It is the first step in what we hope will be a York School program where everyone, during their time here, spends part of their summer, of one of their summers abroad. So please, make sure that you're going to see Ms. Sanford if you've got questions about this. We'd love to have literally hundreds of applications, and she'll be checking in with you again in a few days because there's a meeting coming up later this month on the 21st. Way. So we'll all need a reminder. But please, take seriously this opportunity. Go see Ms. Sanford and apply for one of these CIE programs. I think you'll really enjoy it. Thanks.
So many of you know Leah. She's here for the year. She's from France. If you haven't met her, you've probably seen her at school. She is going to be speaking at a meeting on Sunday about her life in France, and there's going to be somebody from Monterey High speaking about the Ukraine. If you would like to go and listen to Leah talk, that would be wonderful. It says to RSVP by the 5th, but we obviously didn't have a chance to tell you about this. So you're welcome to come. It's a potluck, so if you're bringing your whole family, bring some food along, and there is a number to call on the flyer. I have a few extras printed out, and it's also posted on the bulletin board by room 9, the service board. And if you are interested in hosting an exchange student, please come and talk to me, because we are looking for families for students for next year. If you're interested in traveling, AFS has summer programs as well, and some of them have scholarships too. That's another program besides CIEE, but as Mr. Harmon said, the CIEE scholarships are amazing, and they're really specific for you guys, for our school. A second announcement is for King Tutoring. We will be starting on Tuesday next week. I have permission slips for the students who said they were interested. I need confirmation that you are, and I have room for a couple more people in the vans. Once again, it's during Health and Fitness on Tuesday, Thursday. We don't get back to school until 4 o'clock. So you do need a parent permission slip, and the people who I have down are Natalie Sanford, Victoria Pete, Audrey Dose, CJ, Mason, and Tori Prager. So anybody else who's interested, we go and work with kids out of school in a program called Community Partnership for Youth in Seaside. Thanks.
The Yosemite trip leaves a week from tomorrow. It's now full. Those 20 students that have signed up for the Yosemite trip, I'm hoping to see all of you at lunch today in room 20. If for some reason you cannot come at lunch, you have some other meeting, please see me at the flagpole right after break here. So everybody on the Yosemite trip, room 20 at lunch, or see me at the flagpole.
If you're performing tonight, would you be in the theater at 6:45, please?
Flower Club meeting today at lunch.
Miss Keith's room. And guys, get over the name. Like, guys wear pink, you can join Flower Club, honestly.
I'm a Flower Club, I'm afraid to say that. The campus has been looking really good recently, pretty clean, you know, since last time we were having some trouble with like trash around the campus. As you may know, Miss Sherry is coming back soon. It would be great if she could come back to a nice clean campus, so keep up the good work.
Okay, girls soccer has their first league game today. It's at home versus Kirby at 3:30.
So girls, ask your teachers to get out of class at 2:30, and you should all come support.
So guys basketball had a game on Wednesday against Kirby, and we won 48-15.
And we have another game today. It's a home game at 4 o'clock, but you guys should all get out after work jobs, call your parents at lunch, be like, Mom, don't pick me up later. I'm gonna go watch a basketball game, and it's gonna be awesome. We're playing Trinity, so it's gonna be great.
Members of the Art Classical Honor Society, we will be getting some new members soon, and that will be very exciting, but we need to prepare to welcome them. So, Underworld at lunch.
Do they?
People who are in Quiz Bowl, there is a Quiz Bowl tournament coming up next Saturday. I know it's a bit of short notice, but before we can start getting anything together, we need to see if anyone is interested. So if you're in Quiz Bowl and interested in possibly going to a tournament next Saturday, please talk to me at some point today.
Okay, so as a lot of you may or may not know, a lot of York students have been volunteering at the aquarium, and it's that time of the year again when the applications are coming out, so CJ and I are going to be having a little informational meeting. Tell them when.
Okay, so it's going to be next week during Wednesday D-Day. If you're not able to come to the meeting, then you can either talk to me or Raynell, and we can give you the general spiel. We're going to be talking about when the application is due and all of the activities and things that you would be doing as a volunteer at the aquarium.
It's most likely going to be in room 10. We still need to get an okay from Mr. Daniel. Okay, thank you. But we'll be having flyers up just to remind you throughout the week, so be there.
I've had a couple things go missing. So if you see, I think it's a TI-83 calculator and a York bag full of books that I really need for English, I would appreciate it. Thank you.
Just one more thing kind of going along with Austin's announcement. This Sunday there is, it's not called All About York, but it's kind of like a Inside York. So if you would please do your work jobs, if not for Miss Sherry, for all the families and new students that are coming to that event, please do your work jobs today just to make our campus look very pretty. Yes.
All right, Happy New Year.
Wait. Okay, room 23. Go to